you the key stakeholders to come and tell listeners what they have in stock for you and what they are proposing to give you if they eventually emerge. On the agenda, as we've always said, there are different components to the agenda. Within the last 2 weeks, we have had the policy dialogues with the governorship candidates in Kaduna. Fortunately, we've been able to engage 6 out of the 8 of them. We engaged that of the APC, the NMPP, the PDP, the PROP, the Labour Party, and that of the All Progressive Grand Alliance, APGA. So we have commitment that this electioneering period will be issue-based. We have commitment that they will all come and debate on the issues affecting Nigerians. So the agenda is moving to the next level, and that level will be for you to now begin to question them authoritatively. Over the last 11 weeks, we've been hindered by some of the questions we were supposed to ask because of the ban on campaigning. But with the lifting of the ban, we now have all authority to question them on what they hope to bring to the citizens of Kaduna and Nigeria at large. We'll be back. Glad you're still there. On the agenda this morning, I'll be sitting alone in the studio, but I have my colleagues who will be joining me on phone. Martin Dangwa, good morning.
Good morning, Lawrence. Good morning, Jude. And good morning to our tuning listeners.
How are you this morning?
Yeah, good morning.
It's pleasant to be here.
Welcome to the agenda.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so while we wait for Goje to join, Martin, I want to ask you, what is your impression of the dialogue with the governorship candidates? One held on the 21st, Wednesday last year, and the last one that was held on Monday. What stood out for you personally from that dialogue?
Well, what stood out is the commitment of the candidates to such dialogue. Earlier, citizens could organize something like this, and if it is not blessed by people who are seen to be partisan, people who may have been evaluated with some level of political value, candidates would not usually turn up for this, could send in representatives. But what we have seen happen in these two dialogues, the first edition and the second edition of this dialogue, has been candidates willing to come out themselves, speak up for themselves, except for that of the People's Democratic Party, who was unavoidably absent. But the fact that his running mate was sitting in for him, and we saw even some other political parties where the candidate and the running mate were all together, in that place to listen in and also make contribution on the subject being discussed. And certainly they were able to communicate their intentions. They were able to also listen to what the demands of the people are. And in fact, like I would say again, the attendance that they participated and availed themselves for that dialogue is an indicator that our democracy is growing. So that for me is really one point that stands out, as we are working towards 2023, that there is the interest to engage, not wait for the just the sloganeering and chanting mantras all about. They want to. I know that candidates were also open and were keen to understand what the issues are I remember some of these candidates even said that yes, they were working on their blueprint and they felt that they nearly had finished it already, but with the feedback that they are getting from citizens in this dialogue, it is clear that they would need to go back and really rework their blueprints to accommodate these realities and desires. So that for me is that there is responsiveness again, and we are working. It's actually a work in progress.
Okay, as you know, the dialogue was in two separate days. The one on the
Yeah.
21st, last week Wednesday,
Mm,
we have the governorship candidates of the Labour Party, we had that
mm,
of the People's Redemption Party, and we had that of the All Progressive Grand Alliance, and we had that of PDP, represented by
mm,
the deputy governorship candidate. Then on the second day, last Monday, 26th of September, we had the governorship candidate of the All Progressive Congress (APC). We had that of the New Nigerian People's Party (NMPP), and we now had the governorship candidate of the PDP joining us via Zoom because he's presently out of the country. Now, one thing I think there are about 8 governorship candidates contesting for the Kashim Ibrahim House for 2023, and we've been able to engage 6 of them. And I think by probability, there's almost a chance that 80% of the people we engaged, one of them will become the governor in 2023. Now, we also saw commitment from the accountability mechanism, and for the
mm,
purpose, for the benefit of the listeners, um, the sectors in Kaduna are divided into accountability mechanisms. You have those working on health, we have those working on education, we have the ones working on tax and justice, we have the ones working on local government, as well as other sectors. So in Kaduna, the civil society call them the accountability mechanism. We saw them bringing out proposals, what they think are the problems in the areas of education, in the areas of health, in the areas of tax administration, as well as local government management, and gave to these governorship candidates, hoping that the inputs that they were submitting will eventually be used to cross-check the manifestos of the different political parties and governorship candidates. So, my question to you, Martin, is the way that the Kaduna citizens have organized themselves to engage this governorship candidate, does it give you a hope that the 2023 general election will be inform based, because we're already talking about the issues? We also saw the governorship candidate committing to the policy, that one-on-one policy dialogues, on the committing to the state governorship debate that the partnership for issue-based campaign are planning as part of the agenda. Are you seeing hope that just as the politicians are ready, the civil society are ready, are you thinking that the general citizens of Kaduna are also ready for the 2023 election?
Well, thank you very much, Lawrence. Listening to the questions, the level of interest that the agenda particularly has, is attracting. The there is that understanding that perhaps citizens are interested in not just the sloganeering, but engaging this 2022 elections from an informed perspective. The accountability mechanisms have organized and have put forward some of their demands, have consulted across board. But all of this would not translate to the general citizenry, picking up their own level, their own commitment. That commitment to responsibility, that commitment to duty, their obligation in engaging these candidates at the grassroots, because certainly candidates are going to be visiting them at community levels. And as much as possible, the citizenry must commit to holding this kind of dialogue at that level than just allowing people to just come in and hail party mantras and slogans and then move to the next community. As much as possible, citizens must have to organize themselves. So I think that um, it's not we're not there yet, but I think that it's a seemingly work in progress because we have seen how people are asking questions about can we sustain the participatory budget, for instance, and if that is going to happen, at that grassroots level, certainly when candidates come, no matter what they have committed to anyway by way of uh, committing to running campaigns based on the issues, they will also be encouraged to do so more when they reach out to communities at local government and at ward level, and realize that no, people don't want to just see you come drive cars past to their communities, but they want you to hold this conversation with them and own some of the issues that you have also, committed to really resolving. So for me, it is work in progress. It will require continuous mass mobilization, and certainly, like I said, it's work in progress, but we are not really there yet. The citizenry must really reorganize. Um, you've had people who are even saying that perhaps Nigerians are too hungry to even want to hold this kind of dialogues. They could be more interested in just getting what they want, and that is coming from the politicians. And so, if politicians are thinking like that, then the citizenry must also, you know, rise up and say, no, we're not going to have that. This is how we want to have it. And then that kind of dialogue we are having at that state level can also be happening at community level, and perhaps that will bring us to the point where it is clear who promised what, who have promised to do what, and how the person has really committed to getting that done.
Okay, I think it is also important at this level to give credit to the Partnership to Engage, Reform and Learn, a program funded by the UK government, who has provided the avenue for citizens to learn, giving them the avenue to engage government and understand the dynamics of governance. Because if you look at the work of these accountability mechanisms, if not for the support of partners like Pearl, it would have been fruitless. But if you can see the amount of information that is coming out, data-based information, and I think even especially the candidates of the All Progressive Congress and that of the NMPP, even that of the PDP, especially commended the work that civil society has done in Kaduna State in terms of giving an alternative view to governance. Now, that's on one part. So, credit must be given to organizations like Pearl for the tireless work they have done over the years. It's not just something of this year, but something that has spanned about 3, 4, 5, 6 years, making sure that they mobilize citizens to continue to engage and hold leaders accountable. Now, the other part of the commitment we got from that dialogue is the willingness of the governorship candidates, every one of them, to sign social contracts with the people. And this is significantly important because, for instance, if you go back to 2015, when you want to hold the government accountable, there is hardly any commitment between the then campaigning party and the people on what should be done. It was all campaign rhetorics, and that is why it has become very difficult even holding them with their words, because they were just words said over the air and nobody documented them. But on the agenda, we are doing it differently. We are documenting every promise, but we are even going further. This candidate will have to sign a social contract with all segments of the society, with all communities, and we are not taking particular candidates. All the candidates running for particular offices will sign. So irrespective of who wins eventually, that social contract will be, that particular party or candidate's social contract will be used to hold him or her accountable. And I think that that's also significant. So Martin, my question to you now, what do you think the community should be doing now in preparation to waiting for that social contract? Because we understand that the ignorant voter is actually a very dangerous person in the society. The person who has PVC but doesn't understand the issues he or she wants to vote, we know that that person is dangerous to the society, because it's from that kind of votes that you get bad leaders. So as the candidate prepare to begin to engage communities and begin to sit down to discuss some of these social contracts and eventually sign, what do you think at this point the citizens should be doing in their communities, in their closet local government wards, in order to prepare themselves before these politicians eventually come?
Well, citizens must actually close their ranks irrespective of political party, irrespective of religion, ethnicity, tribe, and come together as a community to begin consultation to discuss what is in need for us in 2023, because it is said that you never get what you deserve. You never will get what you deserve. You can only get what you negotiate. So while the candidates are also and the parties are also preparing to reach out through campaigns, it is also important that communities are closing rank irrespective of their various divides. They must have a common interest in ensuring that all of their interest is accommodated in the kind of social contract they want to have with political actors. And that is not going to happen except they begin to close ranks now and discuss. And in this discussion, it is very important for them to also, as part of this conversation, uh, have a common ground, have a common interest, and begin to engage political actors. What I mean by political actors, the party from within their ward, there is always a ward leadership of the party. In fact, some political parties even have leadership at even polling unit level. So as much as possible, they must reach out to these people of these various political parties and give it to them clearly that this is their demand, that they must have a social contract this time with candidates. And so if the political party has that understanding that this is the position of the people, then certainly at local government level too, it will become popular that the people want to have dialogue and want to sign a social contract this time with candidates. Because until they do that, and wait until maybe the candidates come and go before they are looking forward to having that kind of dialogue with them again, it's rarely going to happen. So they must have to organize now. They must have to close their ranks. They must have to come together. And I know that the people in Kaduna and all across Nigeria are able to, do all of that, come together, discuss what it is they need to do, sit together with the leadership of the political parties, let them understand that their candidates will have to hold these meetings with them, that they have already begun articulating their demands, and then they are able to also communicate such demands in clear terms to candidates so that when the time presents itself, they are not just going to listen to the candidates talking to them, but the candidates will also have to listen to what it is that they are interested in. And of course, candidates will have the option to accept or to refuse what their demands are, and that will also be the basis upon which we expect that they should, take the decision in casting those votes. So clearly, that is not also on the part of the communities alone. I think civil society will have to do so much, in reaching down to the grassroots and helping fostering this community organizing, fostering this dialogue process so that we can get it right in 2023.
Thank you very much, Martins. You hold on. We'll just go for a short break. We'll be right back.
Wake up. Let's wake up. Good morning, everybody.
And what a beautiful morning it
and
is.
Smell the coffee.
Let's get started, shall we?
Wake up and smell the coffee. On the Coffee Morning Drive, 98.9 in Victor FM.
We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. Are you serious? For real, are you serious?
Victor FM.
kamar yadda kowa yake son yin abin alheri da bai taɓa yi ba. Kamfanin MTN ma yana so ya samar da wani babban abin alheri mai kama da tallafin karatu, amma da kuɗin kira a bisa tsarin MTN Garabasa. Yanzu za ku iya samun Garabasar ninki 10 na kuɗin kira in har kuka sa kuɗin kiran da ya kai naira 100 ko sama da haka a wayar ku a bisa tsarin MTN Garabasa. Ma'ana za ku samu kuɗin kira har naira 1000 a duk lokacin da kuka saka katin naira 100 a wayar ku bisa tsarin MTN Garabasa. Ba a nan ta tsaya ba. Za ku iya shiga yanar gizo ku ji waƙoƙi, ku kalli fina-finan da kuke so da MTN Garabasa a duk lokacin da kuke so. Sai ku danna star 800 star sannan lambar sirri sannan ku saka kuɗin kira da ya kai naira 100 ko sama da haka don morar Garabasar.
Wayewar gari lokaci na musamman lokacin fara hidindimin rayuwa. Yayin da ake kimtsawa wajen sanin karin kumallo na musamman. Hollandia karin kumallo ya daɗi da madarar Hollandia. Ga daɗi kuma kunshe da sinadaran gina jiki. Zaɓi haɗin karin kumallo da madarar Hollandia mai kauri da ɗan.
Hollandia Evap Milk ingantacciyar sinadarin haɗin karin kumallo mai gina jiki.
It's a beautiful day. You better taste it, love it.
Enjoy the creamy coffee taste of Cowbell Coffee. Round the clock, it's really delicious. Taste it and you will love it. Cowbell Coffee. Taste the creamy side of coffee.
Now available in multi-pack pouches at 750 naira only.
mai gida, yau ce ranar allurar mu ta yi wa kai fa. Mai gida, da wannan allurar dakatar da haihuwa babu fargaban ɗaukar ciki. Akwai hanyoyi 3 masu sauƙi na yi wa kai allurar. Na 1, zan bincini cinyata. Na 2, zan yi allurar a wurin da na bincini cinyata. Na 3, za mu iya jin daɗin kariya har na wata 3.
Anya ba zafi?
Yar ƙaramin allura ce mai gida.
Har kin yanzu nan da sauri haka?
Ai na faɗa maka mai gida.
Domin neman ƙarin bayani game da allurar yi wa kai, ku kira mu kyauta akan layin Airtel idan aka danna 321 sannan 30 ko ku ziyarci shafinmu ta yanar gizo a discoveryourpower.org. Wannan sako ya zo muku ne daga ƙungiyar lafiya ta iyali tare da haɗin gwiwar ma'aikatan lafiya ta tarayya.
Hello, where are you?
I'm coming. I'm very close.
Quico, we're going for a full spa session afterwards. My treat.
Spa indeed. You that complained of being broke just last week.
Well, that was before I won a 150,000 naira gift card in the Zenith Better Life promo season 2.
That's right. Zenith Bank is giving away gifts worth 150,000 naira each to 20 lucky customers every 2 weeks in the Zenith Better Life promo season 2. To qualify, open a Zenith Bank account and maintain a minimum of 5,000 naira for a month. Request, collect, and activate your Zenith Bank debit card, physical or virtual. Then register for star 966 hash or Zenith mobile banking. What's more, 5 mega winners also get gifts worth 500,000 naira every quarter. This promo is open to new and existing account holders from February 1st, 2022 to January 31st, 2023. Terms and conditions apply. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Sabon shiga ne daga ire-iren garin sabulai da Sunlight ke kisarwa. Yana zuwa a fakiti mai ban sha'awa kuma yana tattare da ingantaccen turaren oud na asali.
Honey, must you go?
Baby, no, I must. Besides, you can always video call me.
Hey, what if your battery runs out?
I've got my power bank.
Hey, and when your power bank runs out?
Babe, I've got my laptop.
Okay, wait. What if your data runs out?
Babe, you know we never run out of data.
Never run out of data with Airtel Home Broadband Unlimited Ultra plans. Enjoy unlimited data with no speed cap plus extra data daily, so you never have to worry about running out. Visit www.airtel.com.ng/HBB to get started.
Babe, but I just left the house.
Yes, honey. It's video calling all the way.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Sure you like to save your money. I save my money. It dey sweet your body. It dey sweet my body. Happy toilet cleaner. Yepa. Only 30 naira. Sure you like to save your money. I save my money. It dey sweet your body. It dey sweet my body. Happy toilet cleaner. Yepa. Only 30 naira. And it dey shine well, no be wash. No be wash. One tap, small brush, one flush. One flush. It be things, it go clean, it go bright. No germs for the site, it go sweet your body. It is sweet. Sure you like to save your money.
Make una rush, go buy the new Ogbonge 30 naira Happy toilet cleaner. Where they inside sachet, make your toilet dey 10 times cleaner. It dey clean toilet well, and the price no dey tear pockets. So no waste time. Alele, go buy your own 30 naira Happy toilet cleaner and save plenty money today.
The Agenda. The Agenda is a public enlightenment program designed to give power back to the people through promoting political participation, issue-based campaigns, and social accountability. The Agenda is a weekly program of active citizens by active citizens for all citizens, featuring in-depth analysis, news commentary, and issue-based interviews with stakeholders in governance and electoral process. The Agenda is about you, the listener, your part to determine who leads you, setting the agenda for public office seekers and holding them accountable. The Agenda, mobilizing citizens to meaningfully engage the 2023 general elections by making sure those seeking their votes have real intentions of true representatives. Tune in every Thursdays at 9 a.m. on Invicta FM 98.9. Join the conversation via phone-in and comment on our social media handles. Powered by Partnership for Issue-Based Campaigns in Nigeria, PICAN, and Invicta FM 98.9, Kaduna. The Agenda. Nigeria, my agenda. The Agenda. Arise, O compatriots. Nigeria's call obey. The Agenda. Nigeria, my agenda.
As I said at the beginning, also joining me online is Yusuf Goje, my partner on the agenda. Yusuf, good morning. Hello, Yusuf, good morning. Hello? Yes, I can hear you. Faintly. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, so while we are waiting for Yusuf, later on in the program, we want to know exactly, because the presidential campaign started yesterday. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well. Good morning, Yusuf.
Hello?
I can hear you very well. Good morning, Yusuf. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you clearly. Can you hear
me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me in turn? Okay, I think we are having problem connecting with Yusuf. So the presidential campaigns kicked off yesterday. So later on in the segment, we want to know, hear from the listeners. What will you want to be the issues that we will discuss? But meanwhile, it looks like yes, I can hear you. Good morning, Goje.
Good morning. Glad to join you.
Yeah. Okay. I was speaking with Martin Dangwa earlier on about the dialogue that held. I want to hear from you. What is your impression of the dialogue over the two days, and the quality of the candidates and the level of their commitment, the preparation made by the accountability mechanism to be able to engage these people? Give us a general feeling of how those dialogue sessions went.
Well, I think your narration has captured the takeaway from that very historic event. But for me, one thing is clear. Candidates have come to the realization that in 2023, issues would really matter. And most of them have demonstrated that they are ready to subject themselves to citizens' engagement, to citizens' scrutiny of what they will do around critical issues that affect the daily livelihood, security, and welfare of the people. So it is good that a lot of them categorically made commitment to be part of subsequent events in terms of the debate, in terms of having a one-on-one policy dialogue, which is far more important than even the debate. The one-on-one dialogue, which the Partnership for Issue-Based Campaign in Nigeria will be participating under its agenda project, would now drill down into what these candidates will really do beyond just telling us to focus on security, health, education, and other sectors. But basically, we'll go into the nitty-gritty of what you will do, how will you do it, where will you get the money to do it, and lastly, what should the citizens expect, either in 4 years or 8 years. And so this is to call on all eligible voters in Kaduna State to begin to organize themselves, begin to mobilize themselves at the community level, come up with the issues that is key to the security and welfare of the residents of your community, documenting, and every candidate that comes for campaign, enough of slogans, enough of mantra, let the candidate tell you what he will deliver in terms of your security, in terms of education, health, or any other issues that you get with the development of your community. Because as we know, we the citizens are actually the masters, while those seeking our election, our mandate, are public servants. So they are supposed to go into office and serve us to ensure that they deliver on on the mandate we gave them. And so that is my overall impression. The fact that we have seen these candidates, unlike in the past, come out to really want to talk about what their key areas of focus would be when they get into office. But more importantly, we look forward into the weeks and the months ahead to engage them, scrutinizing each and every of their manifesto or blueprint. Yesterday, I saw the PDP candidates and the DPT released infographic summary of their manifesto or blueprint for the 2023 election. And already under the agenda, we are going to review that, and we are going to come out with our observations. And we hope that during the one-on-one policy dialogue, these candidates will appear so that we go in depth into what really they will do when they get into power.
Okay. How important? I have two twin questions. How important is the support that development partners like Pearl have given to civil societies in Kaduna, especially around the work that has emanated with the accountability mechanisms, now engaging candidates sectorially to be able to offer an alternative view on policies and programs of government. How important is this support? And what do you think should be the next level? Because there are a lot of listeners who are wondering, we didn't hear that you had dialogue with the governorship candidates. So, give us a detail of some of the other activities that will come up under the agenda program. Then, are there also avenues where citizens who are listening can continue to engage the agenda, even off radio, so that the listening public can get a true picture of it?
All right, so thank you very much for that question. You know that either where the shoes go where it pitches in. So residents of Kaduna are the ones that have the responsibility of engaging in accountability from the leaders that they elected into office. And so it is only normal that when development partners come in to help support what citizens should naturally be doing as part of their civic responsibility, it really helps to make what citizens are doing more effective. So, for example, the accountability mechanisms in Kaduna State, which has been supported over time by the Partnership to Engage, Reform and Learn, have seen a situation where citizens have more technical capacity to engage government around budget, policy, and development plans, and go to the field where these services are being carried around and track them, come up with scorecards that you use to do advocacy for government to improve on the services that they are already delivering. So it is important that the role that development partners are playing, and we encourage them to continue to play. But that does not also mean that citizens should only depend on development partners. With or without the development partners, it is our civic responsibility to engage those who are in government and also engage those who seek to be in government, so that we ensure that only the best gets into government. And for example, in Kaduna State, we have a very peculiar situation in Kaduna State where a lot of reforms have happened in Kaduna State. And whoever comes into office in 2023 would have to live with the realities of some of these reforms. And we also have challenges in that direction too, where these leaders will have to also look at. Whether we like it or not, we can't run away from the fact that Kaduna has a very high debt profile, and it will need to service those debts. Whether we admit it or not, Kaduna State has high liability in terms of contractors arrears, pensions, and gratuity, which is amounting to about 53 billion naira. Whether we like it or not, insecurity is affecting our revenue generation. Whether we like it or not, the micro and small scale businesses are still not contributing much to our revenue. And whoever comes into office in 2023 will need money to actually cater, to deliver on whatever that person is doing. So we need a situation where citizens need to know that these candidates are ready to really confront this situation head on, so that 100 days into their government, 6 months into their government, don't come and tell us they are trying to understand the situation, or they don't know that the things are this bad, and the usual excuses that we see when governments come into power. So these are the dynamics that we must really look at beyond just what the development partners are supporting, because these development partners largely don't live in Nigeria. Even if they live in Nigeria, their salary wage, their comfort level cannot be compared to the ordinary citizen in the one rural community or the other, who has to wake up without the capacity to feed himself, his family, his capacity to access basic social services that will give him a life of dignity. So it is more incumbent on us. Yes, if the development partners bring support, we appreciate it, and it will help to make our engagements more effective. But again, citizens have a more critical role to play in ensuring that these civic responsibilities are carried out. To your second question around what what we'll be doing. We have already highlighted some of them. We have what we call community development champions in the 23 local governments of Kaduna State. And we are going to work with them to see that at each local government level, they are able to identify like minds that are also interested in issue-based campaigns, interested in setting the agenda for candidates, interested in putting pressure and advocating for candidates at different levels to sign social contracts. So that is one. Probably very soon on our website, www.agenda.org.lg, we have the list of these local government people that will be in contact. So in your local government, you can link up with them and work with them. Then also, you can go to our Facebook page, The Agenda. There, we would also drop these messages where you will see updates on our upcoming activities. So we have also on Twitter, The Agenda Niger, The Agenda number 9JE. That's The Agenda Niger. It's the same thing on Instagram. So those are the places where we'll be updating on this program. So going forward, even through this radio program in partnership with the Victor Review, we hope to also update our listeners to that. But one program that we are looking up to, and hopefully very soon will happen, is we'll be engaging these candidates not in numbers, but one-on-one, where we'll take 2 hours to scrutinize their manifesto and ask them critical questions, where the governorship candidate and his team will be available so that Kaduna people will really scrutinize them beyond just making campaign promises. Do these people understand the enormity of the challenges that they will be confronting when they come into office? Are they equipped? Do they have the capacity, competence, the courage, and the commitment to really ensure that whatever they put in their blueprint, they will deliver on it? Do they have creative ideas on how, despite our very difficult financial situation as a state, they now generate the kind of revenue that they will use to deliver on the security and welfare needs of the people? And all of those kind of questions. So it is going to be a highly interactive, intellectual, and in-depth engagement around the plans and blueprints of these governorship candidates, because we don't want a situation where people will come to office and tell us they are just learning on the job. We don't want a situation where people will come and tell us that they did not know that this situation was as bad, none of it was as bad as what they have discovered. No. We want people to go into office and from day one, they hit the ground running because they understand the issues and they have the right kind of solutions. But because you look at the way poverty is increasing, it's very, very astronomical. In Kaduna State, for example, poverty rate is almost getting to half of our population. In terms of unemployment and underemployment, it's above half of our population. So it means that the more people fall into poverty, the more we have social unrest, social vices happening, and there wouldn't be the kind of economic activity that will generate revenue, that will create wealth, that will reduce poverty, and generate jobs and what have you. So these are very, very important discussions that we must have with these candidates. And not only governorship candidates, from the legislators too, they are very, very, very important, because if you don't elect the right legislators into office, then it means that you have an executive arm that is too powerful, that you end up doing only what it wants to do, not what the people need to be done. So the legislators, quality of your legislators will determine the quality also of the kind of decisions that those in the executive arm will do, because one, the legislators are charged to make laws for the good government or governance of the state, for the law and order and security of the state. So if the legislators have that, then it means that the quality of laws they make will create the enabling environment for development. So also the legislators have an oversight function to see that if government budgets 1 naira that 1 naira is being utilized based on what is being budgeted, and it is not diverted. Then 2, 3, the legislators have the responsibility of going back to their communities, picking up the needs of the community, and lobbying the executive to ensure that what the community wants gets into the budget. So, Lawrence, what else is on?
Okay, yes. Just before I let you go, because I have just about 3 minutes. As you know, INEC lifted the ban on political campaigns for that of National Assembly and the presidential election yesterday. So, as we look forward to this electioneering campaign, what do you think Nigerians should be looking at for in the next president of Nigeria? That's 1. Then 2, how do you think that politicians should conduct themselves around this period in trying to sell their candidature to the public? Hello? Hello? Hello, Goje? I think we lost Mr. Goje there. So from him, you heard the handles. The website is www.theagenda.ng. Facebook is The Agenda. Twitter and Instagram is The Agenda _NJA Niger. The Agenda _NJA. So you can always engage the agenda of the radio program. And as you're aware, the radio program comes up every Thursday from 9 a.m. to 10:30, 1 hour 30 minutes. So we'll continue to engage. We'll go for a short break, then take the news at 10. We'll come back to take the feelers from the listeners. Hold on.
This is the station playing today's best mix.
Terrific.
FM.
Hollandia Evap Milk, ingantacciyar sinadarin haɗin karin kumallo mai gina jiki.
Halo, kina ina?
Ina zuwa, ina dab da isowa.
Yi sauri fa, yau za mu je spa mu ɗumama jiki. ‘Yan tsarafa ta kenan.
Wai spa, satin nan da ya wuce, nake kukan baki da kuɗi.
Tsohon labari, ai kafin in ci kyautar katin 150 a Zenith Better Life Promo Season 2 kenan.
Haka ne, a duk mako biyu, Zenith Bank na bada kyaututtukan da za su yi kimanin naira 150 ga kwastomomi ɗaya har zuwa 20 masu rabo a ƙarƙashin tsarin Zenith Better Life Promo Season 2. Domin shiga tsarin, a buɗe asusu a Zenith Bank da kuma kasance da ajiyar akalla naira 5,000 duk wata. A shigar da bukata, a karɓa, a kuma raya katin ATM na Zenith ta hanyar ziyara ko ta na'ura. Sai a yi rajista da star 966 hash ko Zenith Mobile Banking. Sai me kuma sai gaggan maciya biyar da za su samu kyaututtukan da za su kai naira 500,000 a duk wata. Wannan garabasar dama ce ga kwastomomin ainihi da sabbin ma.
Kuma tana ci daga 1 ga watan Fabrairun 2022 zuwa 31 ga watan Janairun 2023.
Akwai sharuɗa da ka'idoji. Zenith Bank, domin amfaninku.
Keep it locked. Keep it loud. Turn your radios up. 98.9.
We get you. We got you like nobody else got you. Because we wake you up in the morning, work with you all day, keep you company all night. We are Invicta 98.9 FM.
Here we go.
Now there is more than one way you can stay connected with 98.9 Invicta FM.
Oh, yeah.
Hit us up on www.invictafmng.com.
On Facebook, it's www.facebook.com/Invicta FM 98.9. Follow us on Twitter at Invicta FM 989. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel to get in all of the fun and craziness on youtube.com/Invicta 98.9 FM radio. On Instagram is Invicta989. You can also download our mobile app from Google Play Store on all your devices. Now, you can stay connected and be victorious with 98.9 Invicta FM. Everywhere and anywhere online.
I bless to Nigeria, my country, yo. With all my heart, oh. Anywhere I go, na Naija. Anything I do, na Naija. Anywhere I go to Naija. See, my house is not for Naija. I invest in my Naija. Everything I plan for Naija. Politicians show some love, oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Pity for us, oh. Pity for us, oh. Politicians have mercy on us, oh. I beg we the beg, oh. We don't pay the thing done the bad, oh. Please pity for us, oh. Politicians, please pity for us, oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, Naija.
Invicta FM.
As we there for here, we dey complain our only food for our body.
The time is 10 o'clock.
This is Invicta 98.9 FM, Kaduna, Nigeria. I am Job Daniel with the news brief. The Director General, National Youth Service Corps, NYC, Brigadier General Mohammed Fada, has urged state governments to continually upgrade orientation camp facilities. He made the appeal at the 2022 Batch C Pre-Orientation Course Workshop on Wednesday in Abuja. According to reports, the workshop brought all stakeholders together to review the conduct of previous orientation courses with a view to mapping out strategies for improved performance. Gunmen have killed at least 5 soldiers in Umunze, a community in Orumba South local government area of Anambra State. Anambra State Governor Chukwuma Soludo condemned the killing of the soldiers who were ambushed on a routine patrol at Umunze by gunmen in Orumba South local government area of Anambra State. The governor urged Anambra residents to remain calm and law-abiding as the security agencies are on top of the situation. From the foreign scene, United States Vice President Kamala Harris arrived in South Korea a day after the North fired 2 short-range ballistic missiles off its east coast. The launch, which breaches UN sanctions, comes as the US and South Korea hold joint naval drills in the waters around the Korean peninsula. During her visit to South Korea, Ms. Harris will travel to the border inside the heavily fortified demilitarized zone, DMZ, which separates the north and south. And in sports, Denmark will wear toned-down shirts for the World Cup to protest against host Qatar's human rights record and its treatment of migrant workers. According to reports, kit provider Hummel has also designed a third all-black kit to represent the color of mourning. As part of the design, the Denmark badge is also toned down. Their playing kit will be a plain red home shirt and an all-white second kit. And that makes the news brief at 10. A major bulletin comes up at midday. Good morning and have a victorious day. Handing you back to Lawrence Obewe with the program The Agenda. And I know you are waiting patiently for the program.
The Agenda. The Agenda is a public enlightenment program designed to give power back to the people through promoting political participation, issue-based campaigns, and social accountability. The Agenda is a weekly program of active citizens by active citizens for all citizens, featuring in-depth analysis, news commentary, and issue-based interviews with stakeholders in governance and electoral process. The Agenda is about you, the listener, your power to determine who leads you, setting the agenda for public office seekers and holding them accountable. The Agenda, mobilizing citizens to meaningfully engage the 2023 general elections by making sure those seeking their votes have real intentions of true representatives. Tune in every Thursdays at 9 a.m. on Invicta FM 98.9. Join the conversation via phone-in and comments on our social media handles. Powered by Partnership for Issue-Based Campaigns in Nigeria, PICAN, and Invicta FM 98.9, Kaduna. The Agenda. Nigeria. My agenda. The Agenda. Arise, O compatriots. Nigeria's call obey. The Agenda. Nigeria. My agenda.
Glad you're still hanging on. Welcome back to The Agenda. This segment is dedicated to you. Earlier on, I spoke to Martin Dangwa and Goje Ishiaku, my two partners working on the agenda. Now it is your turn for you to tell us what you feel from the discussions ongoing. We had, as you heard from them, we had 2 days dialogue with all governorship candidates, 6 of them out of the 8 in Kaduna. All the major political parties were there. They made commitments. They met with civil society, citizens of Kaduna, students group, market women, transport union, Ministry of Health, people working around health, people working around education, people working around local government budget, tax and all that. They had robust discussion, and that's what they have tried to highlight. And you also know that since yesterday, the ban on political campaigns for the Presidential and National Assembly has been lifted. So the campaigns are on. We want to hear from you. Give us an assessment of what our programs has been, what you think needs to change. Then let's look at the campaigns. What do you think should dominate the issue? What are the issues you think Nigerians should be bothered about? And how do you think that the politicians should conduct themselves? The numbers to call: 081 40,000 989, 081 40,000 989. The second number is 0708 7800 989. 0708 7800 989. We are waiting for your calls. Hello, good morning.
Lawrence, good morning.
Welcome to the agenda.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
You're also Engineer Emmanuel.
Engineer Emmanuel, welcome.
I think your colleagues, you people that bring this program together, have done a very good job. And all their contribution, I think they are on point. For me, let me talk on the terms of the presidency and that of the governorship. since my own portfolio where I'm going is the different one.
Okay.
Let me say something. I think we have been hearing a lot of promises since our democracy, since 1999 till date, is the same campaign slogan. For me, before I give any governor my vote or president my vote, he has to convince me beyond reasonable doubt. If he comes with if he comes with a campaign that is different from all these other ones that we are used to, you know, somebody will say security, he will say education, he will say employment, he will say this, all these things we have been hearing. As soon as that they have been there, we've not seen anything. So it's the same campaign they say. But what your colleague just said, tell us what you will do different. For me, in all the town hall meetings I'm doing, it's something different. It's a different ballgame, not as the usual one. And nobody will come and use a coded voice to convince me. I have to know that, yes, this person has the country or the state or the various constituency at heart. If I can give you my support. I think I appreciate you people for bringing this agenda to our knowing. But nothing again you people need to do whenever you are having a town hall meeting. There are a lot of contestants, which some of them you've brought them on board, and some you've not brought them on board. I don't know why. Is it a selective something, or you people choose who to bring on board or not?
I'm giving you my word. We'll bring you on board. It's always escaped that you should have even been one of our first guests, because you are always on radio criticizing others, so we need to get you here to grill you.
No problem. I've never heard you. So thank you for the good job you are doing.
Thank you.
And may the Lord bless you and bless our Kaduna State.
No problem.
I call on the voter. Please let them go get their PVC, vote their conscience. They should not sell their vote. The Lord, people should make more emphasis of those political parties, those desperado politicians that are going community to community, telling them that they also give them one assistance, collecting their PVC. They are selfish. So we should keep enlightening people. We do that wherever we go for town hall meeting to tell them not to do that, because those people are trying to deny them the candidate of their choice. So God bless you, my brother.
Thank you very much. We are still taking your call. Good morning, Abdul Bako. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Abdul. Just your voice.
Yeah. Lawrence, I must have to start by giving kudos to your humble self, JJ, your humble self, Boje, and the development partners that key in to really showcase how great Kaduna is. And I will equally crave your indulgence that there should be a sustainability of this program, even if the development partners are no longer on board, because this has really brought, it has really served as an eye-opener for citizens to know that, yes, governance belongs to them, just the way politicking is also there. So by opening this space and creating this agenda, a lot of citizens have become aware of their rights, their responsibilities, and how to go about to get what is rightfully there as regards dividends and democracy. So I just have to laud you guys. And
thank you. Thank you. Abdul Bako, I really want to drill you for 3 minutes, and I crave the indulgence of listeners. And I have chosen to drill you this morning because I know you attended the dialogue with the governorship candidates, and you were very vocal in that distance. I just want you to share with the listeners what is your feelings and your general assessment of that dialogue, and what do you think is the big takeaway for the citizens of Kaduna State?
Yes, for me, I look at the dialogue to be an opportunity for citizens to really x-ray what is really there. Going by the reforms we are seeing in Kaduna, some are excellent, some are draconian in nature, and some have their faults. But with the engagement of citizens today, citizens will be aware that whatsoever they feel government should do for them, it is their right, it is their responsibility to really put government on their tools to really give them what they promise as campaign pledges. But aside that, I should also like to see that the candidate, it has really broadened the horizon of the state to the candidates to even know what they are trying to step their shoes into. Because most of them that came on board with your analysis and with your record, with your facts put before them, a lot of them have started to realize that, yes, what they are trying to put themselves on regarding leadership has a very serious implication. The implication is that the downsizing and the way things are going regarding revenues, their projection, their expectations will not be met as the case is. So I think it has really opened the horizon of all, not just citizens, but even the contenders are aware that, yes, there is a challenge and they need to rejig themselves, bring out their blueprints as to how they are going to survive without the issues of borrowings, without the issues of loans here and there. So I think it's a nice one, and that is what my exactly take home regarding the agenda as the case is.
Thank you very much, Abdul Bako. Abdul Bako is the president of Campaign for Democracy. Thank you for... this is the agenda. As you are aware, this program is brought to you and sponsored by the Partnership for Issue-Based Campaign in Nigeria in partnership with Invicta FM. We are still taking your calls. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Lawrence.
This is the agenda.
Program.
Hello.
And let me start by commending you for sensitizing the people. My name is Musa Bala. I'm calling from Kaduna.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bala.
And I also like to thank God and thank the present administration for allowing more room for self-expression in Nigeria during this dispensation. It's unlike what we used to have before.
Yeah.
One of the examples I'm giving from the agenda. And I also want to congratulate the judiciary for having more power now to decide on what they feel is okay for Nigeria or for dispute among parties. A case example will be seen whereby the judiciary have just passed a judgment that Ahmed Lawal is not a candidate in the next election. Unlike what happened in 2007, when the then former governor of Kaduna State contested for the presidency, and he lost, and he never participated in the primary for the Senate, and he went to Abuja. All we have shown is that they have sent his name, and that's why he became senator. And I also like to also thank the federal government for allowing Nigeria to do the right thing when it comes to self-expression and decision-making. Nigerians will now, just like what President Muhammadu Buhari has said, that please, Nigeria, come out, elect your leaders according to your choice, irrespective of their political party. We have never had a president that has told Nigeria to do that. And he said it when he was even facing 2019 general election. That is a flaw in democracy. And the people of Nigeria will now hold whoever that come out to contest responsible of what he has done before or what he has said before. Because the people will not just elect you because of your name or where you come from. We will look at your antecedent. What have you done? Have you ever been given a position before? If yes, we assess you based on what you have done in that position.